Welcome back to Woke Plus. For our microdose summer tours here. How we doing, T? I see you're out enjoying the beautiful day there in California.
I am. It's a gorgeous day. Had to be outside. But tour news dropped, so, everything stops for that. We got to do a quick microdose. Got to talk to the people.
Right, exactly. All right, I'm going to just pop up the dates real quick, and then we'll run through it.
Okay.
And we can talk a little bit about what our intel said before, because it started a lot earlier than we thought, and some of the places we thought not happening. It's fascinating to me that we got stuff that they haven't ever played before. First PHiSH show in New Hampshire since 2010, first in Texas since 2018, and there are 0 repeat venues from last summer.
It's interesting the way it starts. It's not very it's just a very random. Everything about it is random. It starts in New Hampshire, right? And then drops down into Texas, and then Boulder.
No. In between New Hampshire and Texas, they go to Pittsburgh for just a Wednesday night, not even a Tuesday, Wednesday, just a Wednesday.
Just a Wednesday. And then from there all the way to Austin, right? And then from Austin to Boulder. It's like trying to cram Boulder in there after doing a spring West Coast tour is so weird to me. It's like they couldn't just throw some other Midwestern dates around that. I mean, Chicago and Ohio and so sure, but like even that, you're creeping back. So Easter, I don't know. It's such a randomly
Salt Lake
weird.
City. You figured the Salt Lake City would have made sense there.
Yeah, or even Phoenix again. I mean, go back to Phoenix. I mean, granted, summer, it's hot as hell, but like somewhere in Arizona, I don't know. Or I don't know. It's just a really weird tour, and like I appreciate the 3 nights in Boulder. We had thought 2 nights. I like that they're doing the whole weekend. That'll be fun over the 4th. Like, what a fun! It's very, I don't know. It's bittersweet not having Dick's. Obviously, like losing Dick's for the 4th of July at a much bigger stadium will be interesting. I'm sure that will be an easy ticket to get at least.
Right. You know what else is weird? Texas. Friday, Saturday, the 27th and 28th of June. And then it's July 3rd, which is the next Thursday. So they're off a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I guess, to get all the equipment there and set up. And then the Boulder is Thursday through Saturday. Then they're off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday before another single show in Columbus at a new place, the Schottenstein. Well, Moody Center, Folsom Field, Schottenstein Center in Columbus, I believe, are all new in Forest Hills.
That's crazy. It's like, it's almost, I mean, it's fun because it feels like new and fresh, but it also feels like something a band would do like 25 years ago. Or so, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like I felt like we had settled into kind of this rotation of places.
Tuesday, Wednesday, right. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
And even venues, like there's not a lot of, I mean, they're playing the United Center indoors in the summer. Like it's not even like all sheds and outdoor stadium and outdoor feet, you know what I mean? And to that point, it is stadiums too. Like they're playing a friggin' college football stadium in Boulder, which is huge. Like it's such an odd tour, man. Like it is one of the odder, interesting tours, and I'm sure we'll get more into it tomorrow night on Live, but it is really an interesting tour.
They wanted to play Chicago, but Northerly Island is such a crapshoot.
Yeah.
They went with the United Center, but I mean, South Carolina, they're playing inside and not at the tennis place like they did last time. But then you do at least have the Mann and Forest Hills and SPAC.
Yeah, but for a summer tour, there's a few, I don't know, there's a few weird indoor venues. There's a few big venues. They're all bigger venues. I don't know. It's just an interesting tour. It's a very interesting map. Like
Forest Hills looks interesting on a Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nice run to SPAC over the weekend. You know, if you're
a nice long run to end it. Yeah, I like that ending. You know, like all the end makes sense and is like easy and good for those people that can tour easily. But I mean that first run.
You're so all over the map though, because they go from Boulder to Columbus, Ohio, to South Carolina, back up the PA to Chicago, and then all the way back across to New York. It's almost like they planned this so people wouldn't be able to get in their cars and tour. Because you'd be driving for you'd put hundreds and hundreds of hours in trying to do that.
Well, you're
thing.
flying.
Oh
I mean, you're basically flying back east for those first few shows, and then you have to fly from there to Austin, and then you're probably flying from Austin to Colorado, and then Colorado to Ohio, and then you can probably start driving again from there. But yeah, it's not a driver friendly, easy tour to do.
Thank you, SNHU. Yeah, no Richmond, which we had on our list. We also we had 3 instead of 2 at Folsom, right? Originally, we thought Moody was going to be 3.
Yeah, originally we said when we did the breaking rumor of Folsom, I think we had said 3, but then the more we had learned, it was sort of the Dead show was supposed to be, I think, 2 nights, so it was more of that 2-night thing. I think they tacked on a 3rd night, which I'm surprised they added a 3rd night. It makes sense because of the 4th of July weekend, sure, but that's such a big venue, and it's such a new location and everything. You'd think 2 nights. I don't think they're going to sell it all 3. I think there's going to be plenty of tickets available for all 3 shows. So it's an interesting thing to do 3 shows there when, again, you could have done maybe a night, to your point, in Utah and then done 2 Colorado shows or something. So it's just a very interesting
Well, and you also
around.
had a bunch of time. I mean, you had the Moody Center on a Friday, Saturday, and then it's a Thursday. So yeah, you could, I don't know, I guess Texas to Utah on a Sunday, set up on a Monday, do a Tuesday show, have to break down and be in Boulder by Thursday is asking a lot. I think the problem is the Boulder thing, they're going to have a lot of extra equipment. It's going to take longer to set up, and it's in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we all love Colorado, but when you think about where Boulder is in relation to the rest of the country, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
It is, and it's kind of that small, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be, I have a lot of friends that live up there that are very excited, but the influx of people on that weekend, it's going to be madness. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. It'll be a great 4th of July weekend. It's just a very interesting, I don't know. It feels very discombobulated with spring tour all out west and then trying to do the East Coast sort of swing with summer, but then also including Texas and Colorado and that, and I don't know. It just seemed like there was a much more logical, easier way to do everything with spring and summer and the West Coast and the Midwest and even the Sphere and some of those states that they didn't play and that kind of stuff. So anyway, we got summer tour though. It's going to be fun. We're going to be doing them.
Tickets go on sale Monday, February 24th at noon Eastern for PHiSH.com for your PHiSH tickets by mail, the misnomer. Regular people, Friday, February 28th at 10 a.m., they're going to be on sale, and they say they have travel packages for Boulder and Chicago, which will go on sale tomorrow, 10 a.m. local time.
Travel packages, huh?
So they get you the hotel. I mean, with Boulder, where do you stay in Boulder? Where are you putting all those people in Boulder? That place is small.
Yeah, I mean, most of it's a campus for CU and dorms, and so I mean, there are hotels and housing. It's a little expensive. I mean, I'll be crashing on friends' couches and shit. But
in 1994, when I lived in Boulder, I paid more for rent, me and 2 other guys, than I do for my mortgage today. That's how outrageous Boulder is. I mean, we lived right off the hill, though. I mean, I could walk 2 blocks and I was at the hill. So,
yeah.
We chose to live there. All right, yeah, we'll be around
tomorrow
night.
It's an interesting place. It's an interesting place to do for them to play after establishing themselves for so many years with Dick's. After Red Rocks and where were they going to play? Dick's kind of became that home. Folsom sort of was never really in that picture. Dave's played there, the Dead's played there. Dead and Co.
I think it's a one-off thing. I think they'll be back at in Commerce City next year. So
I hope so. But hey, we got PHiSH in the summer. We're going to be doing all the after shows. It'll be a fun tour. Hopefully, all you East Coasters and Midwesters will get to see some of the shows. Some whatever's in there for you. So that's exciting. And
those one-offs.
Spring.
Don't sleep on the one-offs. Pittsburgh in 19 was probably the best show of that little mini tour they did that winter.
Well, those are always the funnest shows. Just like Portland, I think Portland of the West Coast run will be that little gem of a show because you got 2 opening nights in Seattle, which we all know how opening weekends go and how those shows are. then you get Portland before you bust down into San Francisco, and I feel like that's the gem show there. So
that is going to be the one, and we will be talking about it when it comes up tomorrow night. Make sure you check us out 9 Eastern. We'll be talking about this. We'll be talking lots of other stuff, all the news of the week. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're watching later, leave a comment and find us.
And let us know what you think of tour. Let us know what you think of some of those venues and what you think of them changing it up a little bit and sort of this new schedule this year. It's fun, it's interesting, it's different, it's good and bad. So, let's do it. It's fun. Let us know what you think. See you soon.